Jessica with Fantabulosity, and I am in my bathroom. So this acoustics, the sound is horrible probably, but this is where all my stuff is at, and the natural light is coming through the window, and the setup was perfect except for the sound. So hopefully you can hear me okay. What I'm going to do is a makeup tutorial. I'm redoing the one that I did about 2 years ago, and the reason I'm redoing it is because I've since I'm using different products, maybe a couple, and then I've also changed a couple of ways that I apply some of the makeup. So I thought it was time, overdue actually, to do a makeup video. And this is the makeup video. It's stuff I wear every day, some I don't wear every day, only for special occasions, but I'm going to do the whole shebang today for you. My kids are outside, so they may come barging in here. They're not outside, they're right outside this door. So if you see one of them barge in, that's all it is. Okay, so I'm going to start from the very beginning. I literally just got out of the shower. I haven't even taken my eye makeup off from yesterday. I know. I'm supposed to wash my face every night and do all that stuff, but I don't, and I know I should, so you can scold me. But the first thing I'm using is my Lancome eye makeup remover. Looks like this, and it's the bifacial. Now, I like this stuff. Now it's gonna get weird because if I'm looking at myself in the iPad that I'm recording with, it looks like I'm looking at something else. So right now I'm looking at like the dot. Right now I'm looking at my face. Okay, I used to use an Avon brand of eye makeup remover. It's $1.99, but if I felt like I had to use a ton of it to get my eye makeup off. And then one day I received a sample of this Lancome bifacial in my Birchbox, and I fell in love with it. I didn't have to use a bunch. It's an oil type eye makeup remover, but it doesn't leave my face greasy or anything like that. And it literally gets the eye makeup off quickly. I think I still have some junk. But whereas I've used this in the past, and I save it for emergencies or if I'm traveling or something, this is like the $1.99 stuff. It just took forever and I had to use so much of it. So this is kind of pricey. I mean, it's like, for the big one, I think it's like $30 maybe. I know that's insane. That's crazy, but I don't have to use very much of it, so it's worth it to me. Okay, so since I'm talking, I'm gonna make sure I got most of this off. Yeah, good enough. Okay. All right, the very next thing I do, now I do not have a game plan sitting here, so I'm just winging it like I normally do. Sometimes that works out best. Okay, first of all, this is disgusting and it's dirty because it's my makeup bag, but on the blog post, I have a list of every product I use, including the makeup bag. I never thought a makeup bag would make that big of a difference to my makeup routine, but it totally does. Used to, I had a makeup bag where I unzip it and I reach down and I dig through all of my makeup, and it was just, I was constantly searching. Whereas with this makeup bag, it's broken into sections, and like I stick my makeup in there, my brushes are there, I'm trying not to spill it all, and then another section. So it makes sorting and organizing it so much easier when I go through my makeup. All right, very next thing I don't use this every day. Here we go. I don't use this every day, but I do use it maybe twice, maybe 3 times a week. I call it a serum, but it's Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate. I put a couple of, yeah, that's good, maybe a teardrop. And I put that on my face, and right here, because I have a lot of wrinkles developing right there, and I think those are like from smiling, right? So I'd rather have wrinkles from smiling than brown. So I'll just tell myself that. So I just put that on before any moisturizer or anything. Now I did wash my face, and what I use to wash my face is Mary Kay Time Wise 3-in-1 cleanser, and normal to oily or oil to combo to something like that. Used it for years. Oh my gosh, I've used it for years. I've used it since I was 13. Now there for a while, and during my last makeup trial or makeup video, I told you I was using Kiehl's face wash and Kiehl's moisturizer. But I just tried that for a little bit and quickly went back to my Mary Kay. I just don't break out with Mary Kay like I did with the other ones. Now I do have pretty good skin. I do have a blemish right here right now, but that's one that's been like hanging around forever, and I actually I don't know what I was doing, but I did something and it like reopened it. Anyway, gross, long story. but I just don't break out like with Mary Kay stuff like I do with anything else. Now I will say my mom is to thank for my good skin, because I do have good skin and I'm very lucky, but my mom has beautiful skin. So anyway, so I don't break out a whole lot anyway, but when I do use something other than Mary Kay to wash my face or use moisturizer, I can notice a difference. I start to break out, and even if I've given it like 6 weeks, I'm still breaking out. But this is the moisturizer I use, the Mary Kay Time Wise Age Fighting, I knew that, Age Fighting Moisturizer. This is the combination to oily skin. I do have a link to that too. So after the serum or the concentrate, I put on my moisturizer. Now if I was smart, I would have put my hair back before I did this, but oh well. So I just rub that on. It's not greasy at all. All right, you know what? Now that is not attractive, but we're gonna deal with it right now. Okay, the very next thing I use is my Kiehl's Rosa Artica Eye Cream. And I fell in love with this the minute I used it. It's like, I can tell the minute that I put it on. You know, I'm one of those that if it tingles or heats up, I feel like it's working. And I know that's probably a scam or just a marketing tactic for a lot of these products. But other than that, my skin's not actually heating up or tingling with this, but it's like the minute I put this on, I can just feel it, like the tightness. It's just, I don't know. I could tell a big difference the minute I started using it. And so I just kept using it, and I could tell, oh, there's a little tingle. So I love that eye cream. So the very next thing that I do is I get my beauty blender. And you guys, this is a must have. I didn't believe that. I have something. It's like words. It like oh, I must have had that on something. It carried over to that. I never thought this was a must because I never used it until Jennifer at Flawless Makeup told me to use it and wet it. And I use this to blot concealer on, my MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pen, which you'll see in a minute. And it's just, it makes a world of difference, especially when it's wet. It helps it blot on smoother, and I just love this. So you can find these at Walmart now, even, I think. They're really expensive if you buy them at Sephora, I think, maybe like 20 bucks. But I've seen them in TJ Maxx's little checkout line. I've seen them at Walmart now, but there may be a difference. I don't know. I don't know if there's good and bad. But anyway, so I use my Beauty Blender for my concealer next. And my concealer is the MAC, and the shade is NW20, whatever that is. But I love this concealer. I used to use a concealer stick. And I didn't know because I don't understand makeup that well, but I was told not to use that because it's the wrong kind of concealer for me and for my eyes because of some kind of blue tone or something, or the way it goes on. I don't know. She was right, because the minute I started using this, my eyes started brightening up more, and I was like, oh, geez, you know, I think I'm doing something good by applying a concealer, and no matter what kind it is or what tone it is, and I was really damaging myself and making me look more tired than without makeup, I think. Okay, so sometimes I put the concealer right on and then blot it with this, but today I put it right on this, and I just blot that on. Next, I use my MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pen. I love this thing. This is my secret to get rid of my dark eyes, and I take this little brush. Now, see, I twisted it to push some of it forward. I take this little brush and I pull it down into a triangle on both sides. I probably go overboard. I'm probably one of those people that people actually talk about and go, oh my God, you can tell she puts so much concealer or something on her face. It's just bright, it's so white. But I really like it. So I'm using the same Beauty Blender. It's still wet. And what I'm gonna do is pat that in, and it really brightens up my eyes and pulls it down. Now I'll smooth all of this out when I put on my BB cream here in a minute. Now something else that I forgot to share with you is that I use that same concealer to touch up any blemishes, so I need to do that. Let's just I'll put a little, guys, this concealer does not take much at all, like that, okay? Ooh, it's hard to judge it in this, I found. Okay, now the next thing, I've done my concealer, I've done my Prep and Prime highlighting pen, and now I'm gonna use my BB cream. Now I use the Kiehl's BB cream. Says skin tone correcting and beautifying BB cream. I use, with vitamin C, I like that. I use the fair shade. I'm very pale. There is a light, a fair and a light. Oh no, I don't know. It's down below, guys. It's down below in the blog post, the shade I use, because there's a fair and a light and a fair light, I think. And now I can't remember which one I use. Ooh, about dropped it on my white pants. So I put the BB cream right on that, and I'm gonna just put it on. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna smooth out my face. Now, I don't have much redness, but I do have some redness, especially around the nose. So I put this on and just kind of smooth out my face. Now, something else, I do not use a foundation, and that's just preference. I just don't like the feel of foundation on my face. But I do use this BB cream on picture days or video days or date nights. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and do this today, because it is a date night. Next, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And it just takes a little bit. I could probably use a beauty blender if I wanted for this, but I won't. I'll just put a little bit on my finger and just kind of smooth it in. Now the concealer probably worked just fine for a primer for my eyeshadow, so I probably don't even really need to use this, but I do. All right, the very next thing is my Naked 2, yes, Urban Decay palette, and I've had this forever. Guys, this is expensive. Like the first time I saw how much it was, I was like, I'm not paying that much for eyeshadow. This has lasted me forever. I would say this has lasted me, okay, and I'm somebody that doesn't put, I don't put on makeup every day, so that probably factors into a lot of it, but I've had this probably since my last makeup tutorial, guys. I haven't gotten a new one, so probably close to 2 years. I'm not kidding. All right, so the first color I'm gonna use is this Booty Call color. It's a lighter eyeshadow, and I put that right on my lid. I may not do eyeshadow correctly according to makeup artist, but this is just what I do for me. And that's what it's all about, right? All right, the next thing is Tease. It's a brown, no shimmer or anything, but I'm gonna put that right. Ooh, I misjudged. See, it's the iPad. I'm misjudging where I'm putting everything. I put that right in the crease, and no worries if I like made a jagged error, because I'm gonna show you something I'm gonna use anyway here in a minute with another brush. I got a little bit more. I'm gonna do this eye, and I put it right in the crease and just kind of paint it on for now, okay? And the next thing, I'm gonna use this really light color up here. This is called Foxy, and I put that up here on the eyebrow, near the eyebrow. So I have my eyeshadow on. You know what? I'm going out tonight. Not out, but I'm going out to dinner. Let's do a little bit more here to kind of darken it up. I kind of want like a night look. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Next, I get my MAC. This is number 217 brush, and it has like more of a fluffy tip. And what I'll do with this is just kind of blend these 3 colors right here in the crease, pull it out to the side a little bit, and just kind of blend it into where it doesn't look like I did 3 different colors. I feel when I do this, I feel like I'm that painter, Bob Ross. Is that his name? Yeah. And blend it in the little trees. Okay. So liquid eyeliner has terrified me and intimidated me for years. And then Jennifer, I keep referring to Jennifer. She's a girl, sweet girl, who took me in and she showed me how to put on makeup that was good for me, and just really gave me a good lesson on how to apply makeup. So she said, just try the liquid eyeliner, and it takes practice, but just give it a chance. I have fallen in love with it. Now this is the Stila or Styla, I don't know. It's backwards, I think. Now, the thing with this, I'm still not very good at it, but there is a cure, and there's a little eyeliner brush that I use to clear up any mistakes that I have. So what I do with this, oh, this is really hard in the iPad. I lay it down. Oh boy, this is real bad. Oh boy, carry it down. Don't do that. And I'm bad at it anyway. Oh crap. Okay, so anyway, I lay it down and just kind of lift it up and press down so I don't have to count on my shaky hand, except for here. Boy, this is not good. Okay, but like I said, no worries. I'm gonna clean it up with that little brush. Okay, that's real bad too. Wow. That was really tough. Okay. Woo. So now, oh, what color is that I use? I use the Intense Black. Yeah, Intense Black. Okay, that's much easier in a mirror than this thing. All right, so then I take this and just kind of brush it together, kind of very gently. I don't press hard because I don't want to remove the eyeliner, but I just kind of blend it in. Now, if I want more of a softer look, I use the black eyeshadow that's in my Naked 2 eyeshadow palette and press the same brush into that eyeshadow and then apply it like that instead of eyeliner. But I don't do that very often. I like this liquid eyeliner and just kind of softening it. Now, keep in mind I have links to all of this stuff below too, so it makes it a little bit easier if you see something that you want to try. Okay, very next thing is mascara. And I am a drugstore mascara junkie. I love switching it up every now and then, trying different ones out because I like being cheap, especially when I spend money on things like eye makeup remover. I want to be super cheap on other stuff if I can. So I don't have a favorite mascara, but this is the one I'm currently using right now. It's Maybelline Lash Sensational. I do not use an eyelash curler, and I know, shoot me now, but I've used it in the past and I just never had success with it. I don't know if it's because I never used the right eyelash curler or what the problem is, but it's just my eyelashes just don't see a benefit from that. So I save a step and I just don't do it. Everybody's eyelashes are different though, I know. Something I've heard is you should go like that as you put it on. I do that sometimes, but this mascara is about out and it's getting kind of clunky. It wasn't like that in the beginning, but it's like you can tell I'm getting to the bottom of it. It's looking kind of nasty. Well, that's as good as that's gonna get in the iPad. This is cracking me up how hard this is. All right, do I put a second coat on? Yes, sometimes, but not today, because I just don't want to spend the time doing that. The very next thing I use is the e.l.f., what is it called? High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. And I just dip my finger in it a little bit. I shake it off, and then I just wipe my finger underneath it. And I assume that's just locking in the concealer and it's protecting the eye makeup from copying down to my face. I don't know. Jennifer just told me to use it, and I did, so I do. But it's so cheap. It's like $1 or $3 or something, so I do it. Okay, the very next thing is my bronzer. I've used this bronzer for years, and I've said I didn't use foundation, and I don't, but I usually just use moisturizer and bronzer. Absolutely love it. I've loved doing that process for years, except for today I did the B cream. It's the Clinique. What I use is the Clinique, and this is Sun-Kissed Glow, I think. Sun-Kissed, number 02. And then this is the Clinique bronzing brush. It comes with a little bitty piddly little thing, but I don't like that thing. I like this big honking thing. I also got that at Clinique. This is a Clinique bronzing brush. So I lightly spin that around on the bronzer, and I start here, and I go 3 times. And then I do this again. And then I go 1, 2, 3. Okay? And I tap. 1, 2, 3. And I touch those areas that the sun will shine on. That's what all makeup artists say, right? Don't cover your whole face and your neck with bronzer, but just those areas that the sun will be shining on it. I know if you are a makeup artist, you're probably dying because I'm doing stuff so wrong. Maybe, I don't know. All right, and the last thing, maybe, is my NARS. I call it NARS. I guess it's NARS. But it's the blush. This is the most embarrassing makeup product I use because they name all of their shades something really dirty. And this is broken. I broke it, or my kids did. I'll blame it on my kids. This is just a cheapo blush brush. But I tap it in there and then I shake it. I'm very gentle because it's broken into little pieces. And the shade of this blush is called Orgasm. That's so embarrassing. Some lip gloss that I usually apply on. And I don't have a favorite. I say I usually apply on. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. But what is that? Okay. Sometimes it just stares at me in my makeup bag and I decide to use it. But I don't always use it. All right. Guys, I think that's it. I think that's all I use. Now sometimes at night, I was saying I do brush my teeth. I don't wash my face every night, but when I do, I use this Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate and the Midnight Eye Cream. Guys, this stuff is so freaking good. It's one of those that if I use it at night, the next morning I'm glowing. Like I don't even feel like I need to put makeup on. It is the craziest thing. It smells good. I can actually see a result after one night of using it. It's awesome. Okay, so that is what I use. That took a little bit longer than it normally does for me because I was talking through everything. But it's super simple. Let's take this down. It's super simple, nothing crazy, right? Some drugstore stuff, some Sephora. I put all the links down below of where you can get everything, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I don't know, maybe in 2 years I'll be using the same stuff. Who knows? But if not, I'll redo the video then. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.